The afternoon update. We're getting together, checking in on some data, seeing how we're doing, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note, or I should say the afternoon started off on the right note. It is Friday. Can you believe it? We've got like a week and a couple of hours until Christmas. Are you ready for it? What? Craziness. All right, let's look outside. Tower Cam Network, we're over in the tourist district, kind of showing a deck of clouds. We've seen periods of clouds and periods of sunshine through the day today, up to Ocala. Gorgeous sunshine. Orlando, you're looking good, but we've got those clouds over top of you. Downtown, traffic, all right. The Christmas tree over on Lake Eola. Let's head over to New Smyrna Beach. The waves continuing. And we're looking great no matter which tower cam we look at. There's Orlando International Airport, which, by the way, we're going to be more and more discussing the airport here the next couple of days just because travel is really going to start playing into our overall picture. So good times. Good times. Let's check in and see what's doing on our satellite and radar. That cold front that brought us all that nasty weather yesterday, it's in South Florida. It has been bringing some showers. And even for the middle and lower keys, some thunder showers. Not our problem, though. You can see some of that blow-off cloud cover here on the satellite imagery. That's continuing for us. If you've got plans out and about tonight, you're probably going to want to have that jacket handy. Look at these readings. 64, 7 o'clock. 60 degrees by 9 o'clock. And then quickly we drop through the 50s, little by little by little. It is going to be a refreshing but cool night. That much I can promise you. Temperatures overnight look like this. 50 degrees in the metro area, okay? Chilly. 48 degrees in Leesburg. It's 46 degrees in the Villages. 41 degrees in Ocala. Average low is 53. So we are going to be getting to a below average scenario, if you will. Yeah, these temperatures are going to be dropping. High pressure has been in control. That front is south of us. Watch what happens here tomorrow. This old front starts to lift north. It's essentially a weak stationary front, but as it starts to lift north, it almost scrapes up some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and starts dragging it in. That's not an ideal situation, as you could imagine. So we're starting to talk about rain overspreading our area. And then looking at Sunday into Monday, it clears out, thankfully. But then we start to watch that thing on Monday. And then eventually into Tuesday, that moves our way. We are in a really active weather pattern. Now, I would say that storm system seen here on Monday, by the time it gets here by Tuesday, for me, I am already thinking, because of how far south that low is, we could even be talking about the risk for some more thunderstorms, with some of them being strong. So early, but something to watch. It's a really interesting setup. But what I really want to focus on is this crumminess, this Saturday night into Sunday kind of thing. Let's look at that weekend forecast, okay? Plenty of clouds around. I would say that the first part of Saturday doesn't look bad, but it's Saturday night that we see that rain moving into the area overnight into Sunday morning, and then Sunday early, that moisture starts to exit, and we get even more chill. Wow, what an interesting weather pattern that we have. It's not a normal one, that much I can promise you. So let's do this. Give me 2 seconds. All right, long-range futurecast, and let's just kind of illustrate. So here we are. This is tomorrow morning, 7, 8 o'clock. Rain's still over South Florida. That front is dead, but it still has some moisture with it. But watch the Gulf of Mexico through late tomorrow morning into the afternoon. You see how that streak of moisture starts moving our way? For the majority of tomorrow, it's going to be fine, but the later we go, the more we're going to have to start watching that radar. Of course, you can always access our live radar, by the way, by heading to our website, wesh.com/radar. Pro tip. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that unless you're watching Coffee Talk. Yeah, that will take you right to our interactive radar. And one point of reference, give me a second, let me find it. If you open up the Wesh app, okay, all right, so here's the Wesh app, if you click on the radar, okay, you open up and you're in the radar. So here's our radar, for example. But bottom left corner here, the little bottom left corner gives you the layers. Click on the first warning radar layer, and that will actually give you the live data off of our radar. It's not a national composite, okay, but it will at least show you, and that data from our radar updates every minute. We scan at, is it 6 degrees a second? Something like that? Yeah. So anyway, all right, so there's 6 p.m. on Saturday showing that area of moisture moving in. Let's continue through time, and you can just see, I mean, there's 9 o'clock tomorrow night, it's going to be raining. 10, 11 o'clock, 1 a.m., continuing to rain. But notice by 4, 5, 6 o'clock, Futurecast already clearing it out, which means that when we discuss things on WESH 2 News Sunrise, you and I, we're going to be having an improving scenario. Things are going to be looking better and better and better. So let's just put it together, okay? Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast. Looking great today, mix of clouds and sunshine. Saturday and Sunday, there's the rising rain chances late Saturday through early Sunday. I think for the most part, the days are going to be okay, but that night, I'm not going to be putting on my projection show that night. For what it's worth. It's going to be raining. I'm not even going to mess with it. Monday looking good. Fantastic. Then Tuesday, that next storm system moves in. And then Wednesday, Thursday, not bad. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got another storm system that's going to be moving in. And what's interesting about that, who's texting me? What's interesting is that one is going to be a chill. Okay. So we talked about this on this morning's Coffee Talk, okay? We talked about the models saying it was going to be chilly. We talked about the models saying that there was the potential for temperatures in the 20s and 30s. That much is correct. One thing that a couple of weather apps are painting is a winter mix. So let's look at the model data together, okay? Temperature. Hold on a second. I'm going to get the model. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start off with temperatures, okay? And then we can look at precipitation. And I want to remind everybody a couple of the rules of meteorology, okay? Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Are we cool on that? Now, do you need freezing temperatures here at the surface to get snow or any kind of freezing rain or freezing precipitation? No. Temperatures can be above freezing here at the surface. You just have to have freezing layer very low, okay? So, here's raw GFS data, and I'm just going to roll through. Timestamp, top right corner of your screen. Wednesday the 21st, some nice cool air for the 22nd. Friday the 23rd. Whoa, that's Friday evening. First off, this is Friday. These are temperatures for Friday 10 a.m. 4 p.m. Friday, Friday, December 23rd, Christmas Eve. According to the American GFS, the afternoon temperature next Friday, 4 p.m., will be in the 40s. Okay, let's just roll through this chaos. All right, these are temperatures. This is 4 a.m. Saturday, December 24th. That's Christmas Eve. 28 in Ocala, 28 in Lake County, Leesburg, 30 degrees in Sanford, 32 in Orlando. Couple things. That's cold. First off, that's cold. Impressive that the models have been pretty daggum consistent with that. At least the GFS. Run to run, it's kind of flopped and gone warmer and then trended colder and then flopped and gone warmer and then trended. But it keeps wanting to get back to this gross cold. Okay, I'll say it, okay? Could the timing be perfect? Sure. Giddy up, right? But that's still gross cold. But all right. So that's Christmas Eve morning. Christmas Eve afternoon, here's about the high temperatures in the 40s. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Then we look at Christmas Day morning. That's 7 a.m. 32 in Ocala, 39 in Orlando, 32 in DeLand. All right, so it's cold. And then Christmas Day afternoon, 40s and 50s. Okay? All right, so those are temperatures. Let's take the exact same time frame, though, and let's go back and let's look at moisture. All right? I'm going to even go back a little further. This is 10 p.m. on Thursday, December 22nd. That's when that moisture is going to be coming through, like Thursday, Friday, rain. Notice it's all green. Green is wet. Green is rain. If you were looking, and I'll just scroll this, if you were looking, of course it won't do it, but if you were looking at pinks or blues, that would be freezing precipitation or snow. None of that. Thickness at 552. All right? That's 10 a.m. Christmas Eve. No moisture. Yeah. That is 10 p.m. Christmas Eve. No moisture. No moisture. No moisture. High pressure. That's the GFS. Let's switch over to the European. Let's just get feisty, right? All right, so this is the day after Christmas. So let's go back a little bit just so that we can, since we're already forward, let's just shift back a little bit. Okay, I don't see any moisture. I mean, there's offshore Gulf stuff, but it's green, showing up as green. So it's going to get cold, but none of those are the two global models that are, I mean, if we want to look, do we want to look at the Canadian? You want to look at the Canadian for feistiness? If any model wants to show snow, it would be the Canadian, right? All right, let's look at the Canadian together. Here's the gem. Timestamp 9Z Friday the 23rd, 4 a.m. Friday the 23rd. Rain. All right, moves out. Friday evening, we're fine. Thickness 550. Is that 558, 556, 552? There's Christmas Eve morning, afternoon. Yeah, nothing. Whole lot of nothing burger. Now the 540 line gets close to us, but that's just cold, dry air. But there's no moisture. Okay, so I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to ruin it for you. You're not going to see a white Christmas, even if the temperatures allow. There's not moisture around, so here we go. I am sorry, you're not going to see snow. All right, so there you go. At least for now, just doesn't look like it's going to happen. But that's okay. Keep dreaming. All right? All right. It's just a couple of minutes to 4. Of course, the latest model data. We already talked about it, but like more model data coming up on this weekend's event with WESH 2 News starting at 4. And I will see you tomorrow morning, dark and early, for WESH 2 News Sunrise, starting at 5 a.m. And of course, Coffee Talk at 8 a.m. Sound good? All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out on a Friday afternoon. Enjoy this weather. I've got my long sleeves on. You should too. Take care. Bye.